Hi guys, welcome back to my page. Alice A Please, it's your girl Lise. Today I just want to talk about, the tragedy of failing nursing school. We all know it's possible. I mean, it's obviously something you don't want to do, but it happens to the best of us, honestly. In my case, I just had 2 classes. I had failed out by missing 2 test questions in each class. So I failed out because of the testing average, not because of my class average, which is really sad, but it happens. So I want to talk to you guys about grieving, reevaluating what you want to do, and moving forward from failing out of nursing school. So obviously when you first fell out, you're going to be sad. You're going to be like heartbroken. So my eye keeps watering. It's like driving me insane. But obviously you're gonna be, devastated because you worked hard. And honestly, if you worked your hardest, you did everything you felt like you needed to do, and you just came up short, you shouldn't feel down on yourself, because you did try your hardest. And this is not the time to give up on yourself or what you want to do, any of that. It's just a time to reevaluate what you're gonna do. When you fell, accept that you failed. The longer you grieve, the longer you put yourself out of commission. And I mean, it obviously sucks, but there's no way you can change it. You can only, get up and move forward. So accept what's happened, come to some conclusions as of why you failed. In my case, I was working 40 hours to put myself through school. I had 2 jobs. It was insane, trying to be in a BSN program and working all those hours and hardly having time to study. Quit soccer and all that stuff for it. So that took away some scholarship money. So in my case, I just didn't have enough time and enough money saved up before I went to school, which, is a lot of people's problem. And not everybody, is smart as whip or has, photographic memory to where they can get it done like that. Another thing is you shouldn't blame others for you failing. I mean, it's easy for people to say, oh, the teacher did this and the teacher did that, or everybody else in the class was cheating, but I didn't cheat and I failed, and all other stuff. You shouldn't blame anybody for failing, because it just prolongs your grieving. It makes you feel like it was an unjustified occurrence, and at the end of the day, it's still not going to change the verdict of you getting kicked out of school. So, don't blame others, just take responsibility for what happened and go from there. So now I just want to talk about reevaluating what you want to do. Like, after you fell in nursing school, is this for you? Are you capable of doing this math? Are you capable of knowing the science of the body, which is human anatomy and physiology? Like, is that something you feel like you can do? Because it's what nursing is. And if you can't, you're gonna not only put your patients in danger, but you're gonna be wasting a lot of money on school if you keep failing classes. But if you know you're not good at math, go get a tutor. If you know you're not good at science, go get a tutor. Go to the public library, rent some more books, and go over it, in the summertime, in the wintertime when you don't have class. If you know you need extra help is when you need to be studying on your breaks. So last, I just want to talk about moving forward. You should look into other programs. I know it's not really a big thing to talk about what your options are into ways of becoming a nurse. So most people just want to hop into a BSN program, which obviously there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I wanted to do, but it's not for everybody. You know, I feel as if you're going to the BSN program, you should try your hardest not to work. And if you're working, it should really only be part-time because, you know, it's hard. It's unbelievably kind of hard to work and to find the time to study. Whereas when you're getting your LPN, it's a little more flexible, you know, to get your schoolwork done and go to work and have other things juggling with that. And once you get your LPN, then you can go get your RN. And then once you get your RN, you can go get your BSN. And you'll still be a nurse that way. And personally, now I'm in an LPN program. And I'm happy it worked out that way personally for me, because I'm a student who has to work to put myself through school and take care of myself. And not only does the LPN program more flexible for my working hours, it helps as well with like, I'm trying to think of the words to say. It helps as well with like, what am I trying to say? Oh, price. It's just, honestly, it's like a cheaper route for me because you get your LPN and then you can work as an LPN. So I'll be getting paid more as LPN while I'm getting my RN, which makes it easier for me to pay my bills and pay for school. And then I'll be getting paid my RN money while I'm getting my BSN, which makes it easier once again to pay for school and my bills. And then by then I'll have my BSN and I'll save up and hopefully go to CRNA school. That's long-term goals. So personally for me, that works out more just because it's a little more financially better for me, but it's going to take me longer. It's going to take me like 3 years compared to the 2 I would have taken in BSN school. But I mean, that's life. Not everybody can take the same path. Once you fell out of a program, a big thing is to be honest with all the advisors to the next schools you're looking into. When I tried to go to an accelerated BSN program, I didn't tell the advisor originally that I had failed out, obviously because I was embarrassed and like ashamed. And to find out in the end, when I eventually told him before I sent my money to like send my transcripts and all that stuff, he was like, oh, this program actually doesn't accept people who have failed out of a previous program. So that saved me a lot of money by not like applying to the school and not sending all the transcripts I had and, you know, whatever other fees that were going to come with it just to apply to a program I wasn't going to get into. So be honest with your advisors or the advisors of the next schools you're trying to go to. Look into tech schools. Like, going the LPN route is literally no worse than going the BSN route. I know a lot of people make it seem like that, but it's literally not bad at all. I mean, like I said, you're getting LPN pay while you're getting your RN. You're learning more clinically than books and, you know, all the other stuff. If you are interested in finishing school faster than normal, you know, look into accelerated BSN programs. There's schools like Rasmussen College and all those other schools. Like, they might be a little bit more expensive, but if you're really trying to rush and get done with your school, I mean, that's a route you can take, is get an accelerated BSN program. It'll take you a year, you know, to get through it. This was supposed to be in a bow the whole time, I just noticed. And accelerated programs that you honestly can't work at all. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to finish school and work at the same time. So think about that. You look into other degrees, other healthcare fields. If you're someone you just know you want to work in the healthcare field, you don't mind where it's at, you just love being in the healthcare field, there's other degrees. There's radiology technologist, there's MRI technologist, I think. There's PAs, there's just a CMA, there's CNAs, there's so much going on in the health field. Like, nursing does not have to be your only option, especially if, you know, failing out has killed your spirit for nursing, or you've been through that program and now you realize like you don't want to be a nurse. There's a lot of things you've seen that you didn't think was going to be an issue for you, but it is. I mean, I can't tell you how many people in my class were freaked out after they actually had to draw blood. Like, they were hype until they actually had to draw blood. At the end of the day, you know, it's your decision to what to do, but don't feel like you can't do it just because you felled out. You know, there's many reasons people fell out. If you're being lazy, if you're partying too much, if you're overworking yourself, there's so many reasons for someone to fall out. But like, honestly, after you fell, you should be able to put the pieces together why you failed and go from there. Like, for me, my work schedule is something I had to work on. Like, I was working during the week, I was working every day that I could, and really I should have just worked on the weekends and left my weeks for my schooling. And I mean, from now on, I'm gonna do that. I probably should have been in more contact with my advisor just to get more help from her. There's a lot of things I would change if I had to go back, but you can't go back, so you just gotta move forward. Like I said, don't give up on yourself, you know, because it's not impossible to go to the next step. If you're getting ready to go into nursing school, you know, study beforehand. Nothing's wrong with going to the library, picking up a book to study your pharmacology and or whatever your weak points were, your health and illness, health assessment, all that stuff. Go back and look over that stuff, get it fresh in your mind again, and just go for it again, because you can do it. I mean, you started it, you got in the program. That means somebody believed that you could do it. You can do it. What else do I want to say? Just be determined not to let yourself fail again. Surround yourself with people who are kind of in the same position you are in, or you know is gonna push you. Like, don't have the friends that are always trying to ask you to go out and make you do stuff when they know you have to study. Have those friends who are like, girl, why are you going out? You know you got a test tomorrow. You know, someone who's gonna call you out on your BS, because sometimes you need that, especially if you're that type of person that is worried about your social life. Get you a friend that literally you can trust, that if you need somebody to hang out with, she'll be over there and y'all can have a study date. You know, more than as of, oh, we need to be out here having so much fun and drinking. Like, obviously it's not the fun route, but it's a short time. Just get it over with. But really, that's all I have for you guys today. I just want to let you know, like, failing nursing school is not the end. Like I said, I was in a BSN program, I failed out. Now I'm in an LPN program, and I'm excited to see where life takes me from there. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, subscribe, you know, write a comment if you need some extra advice or you need to know more details about something else. Let me know, because I'm here for you guys. That's what we're here for. And once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining the family, and come back and see us.